Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Diablos coming in at 2-4, going up against the Broncos, who come in at 3-3.
All right, thanks, Larry. It's the third largest stadium in the world, a capacity over 95,000, as we are in Mexico City, the capital of the great country of Mexico. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Diablos. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Ohio.
Throwing again is Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Lynch looking to throw on second. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. Buying time to his left. Launching one for Henderson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. I would find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Check.
Watson on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out.
And
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quentin Coples in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Carry on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets hard.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Room to run past midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Come on, flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun on third, Watson. And able to find Garcon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 15 yards there for number 15. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go! Ryan 38!
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Flex round! Here we go! Ryan 38!
To throw on second is Watson. And that is incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. 3rd down here.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go! One, none!
Out of the gun, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive with Anderson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it again with Anderson. And an alley to run. Anderson a first down and more. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Lynch. They find some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit!
On second down, Anderson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on third and long. Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Lynch to throw. Throwing middle. But it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now carry. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A beautiful spin and room to run. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. 2nd down following the run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The toss play to Montgomery. Shifts by him. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go.
On first down, Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. 20. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. On the carry is Henderson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, here we go.
Simeon on 3rd down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Kaepernick. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Henderson. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Three down. Hey, fellas, you got 3. Let's go.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go.
Simeon on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cassius Marsh coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Come on, let's go. What? None. What? Flex round.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. This one away by the punter, Dar. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Detroit. No. Check, Patriot.
Now Henderson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Simeon. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Jones able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Simeon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe able to drop him for a loss of a couple. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go!
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Here we go!
Kaepernick now on first down. Over the middle to Garcon. And touchdown! Pierre Garcon, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Simeon throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30. Line.
Keep playing hard,
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's round. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Let's round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
A give. This is Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go. Ohio. 38. Ohio. Ohio. Shit. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
And off comes to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A play fake. Now Kelly. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Christian Jones in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The Broncos on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard!
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On 1st and 10, Kelly. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come...
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
Let's go! What? None! What? None! Ohio!
Kaepernick looking to throw. Now he's forced out left. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Here we go.
Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.